Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
The Bengals had 3 and 8 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but
a great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Jets 17.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Escapes the defender. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Here's Rattler. Short throw caught by Pitts. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Rattler wants to throw it. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
Ready, set.
Now Rattler. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
53. Ready?
Rattler working out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
White. Blue striker. Set hunt.
He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts
from 17 yards out.
And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now, with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. They decide now to go for 2 after the penalty. The ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. CeeDee Lamb with career touchdown number 75. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action with Hurts. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long. And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
At the 30-yard line.
Let's set.
On first down, Thurman. He had to fight that time. Ran through one time. But ultimately, he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go now.
To the air is Rattler.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
63.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball, and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Set, ready. 33, yellow. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Thurman.
And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Blue, 30, Fury, black. Watch out now, 50, Fury.
Throwing is Rattler. He's going to get that to his run back out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
26-yard line.
Here we ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Thurman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up
Ready. Blaster, black, 95. Green jack. Rail, yellow. Hut.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll just get rid of it. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hurts. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 55 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Down, ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Set, hut. 33, yellow. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Jets look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. He will find his man Chase complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21.
That's good.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and 10.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Left side to Lamb.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
And he's into the clear. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
27.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And the Bengals first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
On the tackle. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run.
It'll be a loss of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Hey, Silver. Hey, easy, 63. Hey!
Now back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Alpha.
Back to throw.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Barkley will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
A loss of 4 yards.
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
George Pickens
From 4 yards out. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him.
He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Bengals 35.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9.